There's a new Bentley Continental GT in town. It's got a new face, a hybrid powertrain, and it's so quick it can reach the takeoff velocity of a passenger airline in the blink of an eye. It might not look like a huge leap, but a lot has changed since Bentley's reinvention at the turn of the century. I'm Alex Goy, you're watching Driven, and today we're going to learn how Bentley went from wobbly to wonderful. Let's talk Bentley Continental GT. This is the fourth generation since the company's reinvention, and it came out just the tail end of 2024. Now, the Continental name isn't new to Bentley, far from it, but this is a particularly important strand in the company's lineage. In 1998, Bentley was bought by the VW Group, and its image for being the purveyor of fine motor cars was very much intact, but needed a shake-up. It and former stablemate Rolls-Royce both needed investment, engineering, and a good old-fashioned relaunch to bring them kicking and silently whooshing into the 21st century. That's when the first of a new wave of Bentley Continental GTs appeared. It came with a turbocharged W12 6-litre engine with serious pace and all-wheel drive, and it looked unlike anything that had come out of Crewe before. The finest materials known to man were in every single crevice of the thing. It offered British luxury, but with a hint of reassuring German engineering just hidden underneath. It also came with a price point that appealed to a growing group of well-heeled people who wanted to drive a Bentley, but not the sort Alan Bastard would have been seen in. Now, if you don't know who Alan Bastard is, Google is your friend. If you do, how's the back pain? Over its life, it evolved in all sorts of ways. It set records on ice, it could run on various fuels, it grew, it became more powerful, and its underpinnings even found their way into a 740 horsepower limited run special, the Batteur. Bentley shared its fusty image and became a company of cool. That first Continental GT was a springboard that's led to sedans, SUVs. This, though, opens a new chapter. The W12 motor that gently fired Bentley into its new era is now gone, and it's been replaced with a 4-litre twin-turbo V8 attached to some electricity. Now, in the Speed and Mulliner versions, this one's a Mulliner, that comes with 771 horsepower and 738 pound-foot combined. It'll get you from 0 to 62 in 3.2 seconds and onto very much the fun side of 200 miles an hour. But if you want to be all efficient and whatnot, under electric power only, you can go for about 50 miles emission-free driving with a full battery. And it comes with about 188 horsepower, so you can have emissions-free fun in town and out of it. There's not just a trick motor. Twin-valve dampers help the car adjust its ride to suit whichever mode you're set in. Comfort, Sport, Custom or the bespoke Bentley setting will adjust various elements of the car to your preference. It's all very modern luxury. A Lecky LSD adds to the fun, as does a 48-volt anti-roll system and all-wheel steering. Now it's time to talk about the other big change, its face. When was the last time you saw a production Bentley with not 4 but 2 headlights? Now, the traditional design lines and silhouette that we know and love from the Continental GT are still here, but those lamps, they take their inspiration from the Baccarat and Batteur Mulliner specials, likes which you and I will probably never even see in the wild. At the rear, some very nice ovals with a new LED light signature, makes it all sparkly and such. It's all familiar, but pleasingly different. What hasn't changed? Well, the underpinnings can be traced back to the last generation car, though they've been modified and tweaked to make the new powertrain and toys work. But the interior isn't a far cry from what went before. It wasn't broken, so why fix it? Of course, everything in here is perfectly put together, because that's what Bentley does. A little over 2 decades ago, that Continental GT was the pinnacle. It was the best. And I've driven one recently, and time has been kind to some bits of it, but maybe not to some others. This one then, is it good now? And will it stand the test of time? Let's kick off with the power, shall we? It is punishingly quick. If I want to be over there, I just give it a gentle tickle and it goes, oh, you can have electricity and petrol now if you like. Like that. Yeah. It's just rude, it's antisocial. But it's not, because it's also quite quiet. The lovely man who was filming me today was complaining it didn't sound loud enough and was I in sport mode and in the right gear. No, it's tuneful-ish in here, but this is more about the genteel cruise. But it's a genteel cruise at 150 million miles an hour. This thing is seriously quick, but also weirdly efficient. A day of mixed driving and this thing has done 25 mpg. On the drive down here it did more than 30 and that was a motorway cruisy thing. That's really refreshing, and with all this new economy I get loads more performance, more than the W12 could ever really kick out. Now there's lots of modes to play with. The Bentley mode does Bentley things, a pleasant mix of everything, and there's sport mode which you can feel the suspension setup change, but it is, at its very core, still a Bentley, which means your spine will be fine. Whether I'm on the motorway or if I'm on a country lane or if I'm in town, I'm still insulated from the world. I've got double glazing, I've got all the sound deadening in the world, and the best bit is I'm sitting inside a cricket ball. This is heritage leather. The new look I adore. I think it suits the car really well. I think it was kind of due a little bit of a tweak somewhere, and that really sets it off nicely. The LEDs, a sort of crystalline look of the lights as well, just works for me. The shape, it's still a Bentley Continental GT, unmistakably so. Its automatic gearbox shifts imperceptibly. You can play with paddles, but to be honest, I haven't really bothered. You just stamp your foot and the next thing you know you're over there and the gears are doing their thing. Like everything a Bentley should be, it's smooth. It ushers you from place to place. Your Bentley has taken you to where you need to go and it feels delightful. It does have some fairly chunky brakes on it, and oh my do they work! I shan't demonstrate now because my face will end up over there. The pedal's kind of soft, but I don't mind that. It takes a while to get used to it, but once you're there, it's all good. It does help with battery energy regen though. That's an important thing. The interior isn't too far removed from the old car. It still does that flippy Toblerone thing, so you can have nice analog dials, or you can have Bentley's infotainment system that also works with Apple CarPlay. And the sound system that comes with it, yeah, Shinori. Loud noises, good loud noises. This Continental GT, it might be the first of a new era, but it's a good new era. It's a very, very good new era. Bentley wasn't going to drop the ball on this one, was it? It's quite good then, isn't it? Cosseting, comfortable, and really rather quick, so much so it forces expletives out of your face if you're caught unawares. The spirit of the original, though, is still in there. New cool, the fresh take on what Bentley actually is. You can feel it in the car, just really quickly when you put your foot down. Bentley has evolved so much since that first new Continental GT came out. There are so many more cars and the breadth of what they can do is so much more as well. And also the brand's image has gone from old and fusty to young and aspirational. The world has changed since VW took the reins at Crewe, but its mission, its vision for Bentley seems to have been the same all the way along. Make them good, make them quick, and build them well. The W12 was perfect for its era and will still have fans for years and years to come, but removing 4 cylinders and adding electricity suits this thing down to the ground that it'll cover incredibly quickly.